Diminatarachu. Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. Today I want to present about my portfolio country, which is Ethiopia. Ethiopia history date back to the first millennium BCE. The country current capital city is Addis Ababa. Was founded by Empire Menelik II in 1887. In 1955, Ethiopia under Empire Haile Selassie got its first constitution and elected parliament. The monarchy was overthrown in 1974 and Ethiopia became a socialist state. Uh, the regime was in turn overthrown in 1991 and the current constitution was developed in 1995. Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia, comprising 9 states and 2 charter cities, was proclaimed. And Ethiopia is a founding member of the United Nations and the African Union, with the latter's headquarters based in Addis Ababa. Based on maps, Ethiopia is situated in North Africa, in the area known as the Horn of Africa. It is bordered by Eritrea, Sudan, South Sudan, Kenya, Somalia, the self-proclaimed separatist territory of Somaliland, and Djibouti, encompassing an area of 1,104,300 square kilometers. It is roughly twice the size of France and is completely landlocked. The central area is a vast highland region of volcanic rock forming a water temperate zone surrounded by hot, arid and inhospitable desert. The Great Rift Valley slices through the central mountain ranges. The escarpments on either side of the country are steppes in the north, where the terrain is very rugged. Which in the country there is a high diversity and latitude. The high point is at Ras Dashen in the Simon Mountains, which at 4,550 meters. In Africa, tented Talis Mountain. The lowest point is inside the Danakil Depression, which reached 125 meters below sea level. To the south, the landscape is generally flatter, and much of the earth and south earth is taken over the semi-arid scrublands. Topmost deforestation has been a problem since the Middle Age, and the lowlands are still noted for their verdant evergreen forests. Okay, Ethiopia is home to 4 major river systems. The most important being the Blue Nile, which begins at Lake Tana. Based on maps, one of the ancient African countries, Ethiopia covers longitude and latitude of 8 degrees north and 38 degrees east respectively. Overcoming its turbulent war period with Eritrea and Ethiopia has today emerged as one of the stronger democracies of Africa. The latitude and longitude demarcation of Ethiopia capital city Addis Ababa is 90 degrees and 2 north and 38 degrees 45 east respectively. Beside Addis Ababa is another of Ethiopia's important city is Amara, whose latitude and longitude denomination are 50 degrees and 70 north and 38 degrees and 55 Earths respectively. Ethiopia position in terms of latitude and longitude give it a climate which is predominantly tropical in nature, but with abundant rainfall. However, temperature and rainfall in the entire nation varies the variation in the latitude and longitude of the place. Based on map, almost all countries at Ethiopian use a 12-hour clock system. The daytime cycle begins at dawn 12, which is 6 a.m. Eastern American time, and end at dusk 11:59 o'clock, which is 5:59 p.m. Eastern American time. The nighttime cycle begins at dusk 12 o'clock, which is 6 p.m. Eastern American time, and end at dawn 11:59 o'clock, which is 5:59 a.m. Eastern American time. The convention is that the day begins at 1 o'clock in the morning according to the 12-hour cycle, which is 7 a.m. Eastern American time, rather than midnight 12 a.m. Eastern American time. Therefore, the local population could be said to effectively observe UTC -3 rather than UTC +3. In terms of the numbering of hours of the association with 24 hours days, which the exception of the hour from 6 a.m. Eastern American time to 6:59 a.m. Eastern American time. As of 2015, the 12-hour system remain common despite pressure to follow international norms. Okay, climate zone. Ethiopia is the tropical zone lying between the equator and the Tropic of Cancer. It has 3 different climate zones according to elevation. Okay, the tropical zone below 1,830 meters, and subtropical zone is at 1,830 until 2,440 meters, and cool zone above 2,440 meters. Okay, there are 4 seasons, which is summer, June until August with heavy rainfalls, and spring, September until November is the heaviest season, and winter, December until February with frost in morning, and autumn, March until May with occasional shower. May is the hottest month in Ethiopia. Okay, for the next slide is zone or area on the map, which is a plateau. Okay, on the Ethiopian plateau, the weather can be cool and mild or pleasant warm, depending on latitude. Which example for the area Addis Ababa, Jimma, and Hara. And for the next is Zone 2, which is arid region. This is the narrow straightways of the plateau receive the southwest monsoon, but with less pronounced effect compared to the plateau. In this region, the heat is intense in the dry season from October to mid-May. Okay. For the example area at God and Dairy Dawa. Okay, for the next slide, which is the area from climate zone on map. Okay, this one is the zone 3 on the map. This which is a desert in North Ethiopia. The climate is desert and hot throughout the year lah. Okay, which example area on city is Danakil Depression and Erta Eli Volcano. And then in Ethiopia also got mountains and tropical cyclone. The last two are located in the Bali Mountain, where several interesting ecosystems are found up to 2,800 meters. We find the forest. Okay, and replaced at higher latitude by a barren mountain vegetation. For the tropical cyclone is from cyclone form is from May to December. They are more frequent at the beginning of the period, which is in month May until June, and at the end October until December. For the next is typology of attraction. Okay, for the next slide is cultural. Okay, for first, this is Exum culture. Exum culture is the ruins of the ancient city of Exum, found close to Ethiopian northern border. They mark the location of the heart of ancient Ethiopia, when the kingdom of Exum was the most powerful state between the Eastern Roman Empire and Persia. The massive ruins dating from between the 1st and the 13th century and include monolithic obelisks, giant steel, royal tomb, and the ruins of ancient castle. Long after its political decline in the 10th century, Ethiopian Empire continued to be crowned in Exum. Okay, the next is a picture for Tiak. Tiak is among the most important of the roughly 160 archaeological sites discovered so far in the southern region. This area is south of Addis Ababa. The site contains 36 monuments, including 30 caves still covered with symbols, most of which are difficult to decipher. They are the remain of an ancient Ethiopian culture whose age has not yet been precisely determined. Okay, for the next culture is Fesigebi. This is a Gondar region. Okay. In the 16th and 17th centuries, the fortress city of Fesigebi was the residence of the Ethiopian Empire Fasilides and his successors, and this is surrounded by a 900 meters long wall. The city contained palace, churches, monasteries, and unique public and private buildings marked by Hindu and Arab influence. And then the subsequent transformed by the Baroque style brought to Gondar by the Jesuit missionary. Okay, for the next is Konso cultural landscape. Konso cultural landscape is an arid property of stone wall, terrace, and fortified settlement in the Konso highland of Ethiopia. This one stood still in the town express a complex system of making the passing of generation of the leader. Okay, and then the site also feature the anthropomorphic wooden statues and group to represent respected member of the community and particular hero event, which are an exceptional living testimony to funerary tradition that are on the verge of disappearing. Okay, for the next is Rock Hewn Church. in Lalibela. Okay, this one is the 11 medieval monolithic cave church of this 13th century. This is in a New Jerusalem. Okay, situated in a mountain region in the heart of Ethiopia, near a traditional village with circular shaped dwellings. Okay, Lalibela is a high place of Ethiopian Christianity, still today a place of pilgrimage and devotion. Devotion. Okay. Okay, for the next tradition. Okay. For the first one, gender. In Ethiopia, men and women have clearly defined roles. Okay. Traditionally, men are responsible for providing for the family and for dealing with family contact outside the home, whereas women are responsible for domestic work and looking after the children. Okay, like at Malaysia. Okay. Parents are stricter with their daughter than their son. Often parents give more freedom to males than female. Why? Okay, the traditional view was men neither cook nor nor not do shopping because housework tend to be woman's job. Okay. This can be seen particularly true in urban area where women are beginning to take a major role in all areas of employment, and men are beginning to take a greater role in domestic life. Okay. For the next is costume. Okay. The Ethiopian traditional costume is made of woven cotton. Ethiopian men and women wear the traditional costume called gabi or netela. Okay. Women often wear dress. The name is kamis and netela. Okay, with border of color embroidered woven cross, but other design are also used other ethnic group and uh, tribe in the south and west of the country wear different costume that reflect their own tradition. Some tribe partly cover their body with leather, but other do not wear any clothes at all, merely decorating their face and bodies with distinctive image. Okay, for the next tradition, food and drink. Okay, you can see the picture. First is Buna coffee, and the next one is traditional food injera. Okay, these are the Buna coffee is the favorite drink of many Ethiopian in Buna. The favorite drink of many Ethiopians is Buna coffee. Buna coffee is drunk in Ethiopia is a unique and traditional way known as a coffee ceremony. The first, this is first the coffee is roasted, then ground and placed in the jebena. The jebena is a coffee pot with boiling water. Okay. For the next is food. The Ethiopian national dish is called what? It is hot spicy stew, accompanied by injera. This is the traditional large sponge pancake made of teff flour and water. Okay, teff is unique to this country and is grown on the Ethiopian highland. There are many varieties. What this is what is that we call it chicken, beef, or lamb, or vegetable, lentils, and ground split peas stew with hot spice called bearberry. bearberry. Bearberry is made of dry red hot pepper lah, and herb, spicy and dry onion, dry garlic and soy ingredient. Okay, for the next is Scenic Ethiopia tour. For the Scenic Ethiopian tour, which is I got 3, which is Simon Mountain National Park. This is the national park in northern Ethiopia. Is exotic setting with unique wildlife and breathtaking view on landscape shaped by nature and traditional agriculture. For the next is Mount Abuna Yosef. This is Abuna Yosef is a prominent mountain in the Lasta Massif of the Ethiopian. This is Ethiopian highland, and the height is at 4,260 meters, and it is a 60th tallest mountain in Ethiopia and the 19th height of Africa. Okay, for the next one is Awash National Park. Okay, the park is cover an area 756 square kilometers. This is like national park too. Then but with an interesting range of volcanic landscape. Okay, in the open area and grass plain, we shall see grazing zebra alongside Belsa, Orzi, Kudu, Sommering, Gazella, and Sweeney hartebeest, or lion and tiger also got. Okay, for the next is entertainment. Okay, entertainment at Ethiopia. Okay, this is the 5th annual Heligot Festival will soon be open as lah. It is one of the primary institutionalist vehicle for presenting the artistic skill and creativity of the Ethiopian community to the Israel public. For the local actors include the traditional Ethiopian is Jewish Dance Company, which is a beta dance troupe, the Lala Ethiopian Fusion Band, the Jazz Ethiopian, Blues Nation, to some of saxophone and vocalist Ebeta Brihun, and pianist composer Yitzhak Yedik, and a play performed by the Heligot Israel Ethiopian Theatre Assembly. For the next is other attraction. Okay. For other attraction, I got 3 places, which is Erta Eli. Erta Eli is a volcano place. This located in Danake Depression. Okay, or they call it Afar Depression. In the Afar region of the northeastern Ethiopia, Erta Eli is one of the driest, lowest and hottest place on earth. Okay, this is the lava lake. Okay, and then the temperature during the year range from 77 degree through and to 118 degree flu. Okay, the area is based by drought, breadth of tree, and has little in the way of road, and known by the Afar as the Smoking Mountain and the gateway to hell. Okay, for the next is Chapel of the Tablet. This is the church of Our Lady Mary of Zion, is said to have existed in some form on this spot since around the 4th century, and as the story goes, the ark was brought to Ethiopia by the son of the Queen of Sheba, and is placed in the church where it has stayed ever since. Okay, for the last other attraction is Gate El Pond. Gate El Pond. Okay, this is the saltiest naturally occurring body of water on Earth. Okay, it also belches out toxic gas that kill small birds and insects and potentially human. The Afar Depression in the northern Ethiopia, okay, is one of the most tectonically active region in the world. And then this is shaped by volcanic activity. The floor of the depression is a larger compass of lava, and the area is riddled with fascinating natural formation that bake in the scorching sun. Okay, for the last is conclusion. For this research has found that Ethiopia has great potential for the development of tourism. Okay, and currently the government is redesigning regulates the tourism industry with a view to make it environmentally consequence and conscious and go beyond the unfortunate goal of conventional tourism, which was focused on mere financial benefit but little or no regard for environmental degradation of tourist site. However, like an development, development option of or avenue of economy, it come with a cost. Okay. Generally, the tourism development process intersect with the economy, political, environmental, and social condition in the destination, and is also framed by the global political economy.